What's Gucci, dog? What's Gucci, YouTube, man? Everybody on this, man, it was a beautiful Sunday in DC. So if you was out in DC today, the weather was great, man. So it's a beautiful Sunday, man. It's Marvelous Bluntz in the building. It's 1/2 today. Pat Brady in the building. Tone, what's good, my brother?
Man, what's good, man? Batman show finally here after a year. My headset feel goofy for some reason, though, bro. I don't know why. I think I broke my headset. Oh yeah, I broke my headset.
Uh-oh.
I sure enough did.
Bruh. That's my headset before I got new. It be on your, you have it on your ear and it crack off. Yep.
That's crazy. Hey, guess what though? Insurance, baby. I'm gonna go give me another pay. But yeah, I'm at the.
What's good?
Yeah.
Torin, what's good?
All right, well, we good though. We good. Let's go. We good. I'll break with the one. This is crazy. My bad headset just cracked this week. We got the same headset. What the hell?
It's a defect time. But yeah, we here, man. Y'all see the Lego background. You know what I'm saying? We here for the Batman review. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, man. I know Tone actually just saw the movie. So he actually just,
I literally just left the theater, like
literally. I went to go see it last night, and you know what I'm saying. We here, man, for the review, man. This is a new Batman. This is a new Batman, literally. Literally, typically speaking, like it's really a new Batman with Robert Pattinson. We definitely are here. So let's talk about the Batman movie. Since it's fresh on your mind, I want you to get your fresh feelings out. Since it's literally fresh to you, I haven't had time to sit on mine. Of course, Torian, you loved it. Of course, you loved it. I know y'all loved it.
I loved it too. I agree with Torian.
Go ahead.
And let me just start. I haven't seen no movie this year, but I think this is the first movie I saw. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first movie I saw in theaters, and I was like, all right, I was super amped for this jump because I like it's a new take, a new story on Batman. I actually like Pattinson's Batman. I found him kind of like relatable a little bit to him. Why
was it relatable to him?
The suit.
What was it? There we go. Let's really talk about it. Boring ass movie. Why was he relatable? What was relatable?
It was the drama, huh?
The drama. You said the drama.
Yeah, was the family, the family shit that he was going through. Like I think it a little bit more different because they never, delve deep into why, the Waynes were so, rich. They never, well, not to my knowledge, they never said any of that on screen. And it was cool to see it play out like that. And you had the Arkham, them bringing in the Arkham family because there's the first families of Gotham. Nobody knew. I didn't even know that they was a part of the first families of Gotham. I feel like that was kind of neat how they tied all that together. I thought the soundtrack and the score of the movie was on point. And it's crazy that y'all said it was boring because I feel like throughout the whole thing, like the anticipation.
Tell me why it wasn't boring. That's what I'm saying. No, tell me why it wasn't boring. That's what I'm like. Go ahead.
Yeah. The actual action of the movie was shot real well. I thought you had the Batman car sequence in there that was lit. It wasn't as I would say I would put that at number 3, and then I would have
car chases type thing.
Yeah. That's number 3. But and then the Batmobile actually grooming when I saw it on screen in action. I was like, okay, I can fuck with this because I didn't like. I remember I think I said when we was talking about the show we decided the movies that we were excited to see or whatever. I had thought that the Batmobile looked weak. I could have sworn I said that to some people. I definitely didn't like the Batmobile at first, but definitely drew me on the screen. Like I said, the score just helped make the drama and the crescendo. It was cool, and it was cool to see like not no big time like major villain. It was just more of a drama. Batman's second year on the job, whatever. It was like the Batman year 1 and year 2 comics, essentially. But they made it so like
say that, or do we have to just figure it out? No.
I mean, they didn't. Matt Reeves has mentioned that that's kind of like when he wanted his story.
About the actual movie. Would you have known that if you didn't know that Matt Reeves had said it?
Well, I have known that, yes, because I own the movies and I read it. I would have known. Yeah,
Right.
actually have the movies, but that's why I was saying the joke. That's why I liked it so
What
much.
movies?
It was
What
like
movie?
Batman Year 1 and Year 2.
And
You
this
can
is
watch
based
those
on
on.
those two movies.
This is loosely based on those comics movies,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And the crescendo of like everything, like him dealing with the actual underworld of Gotham, not just like big time villains like Joker and Bane stuff. That was pretty cool to see him go actually after the mob and shit. I thought that was lit personally. It was good, Ray. It was good, cool.
Yo, what's up?
Cool, your mic on mute. But yeah, and also I thought that what's her name? Zoe Kravitz. I thought she did a great job as Catwoman, but I feel like her suit was a little off. But she got that walk down. I tell you that.
Justin, can you hear me?
And
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
yeah, we now,
That's what's up.
yeah. And I just like the overall, like I said, the drama was really with it for me because I like mob stories and shit like that. That's like one of my favorite types of movies. And it almost felt like that. It felt like The Irishman a little bit to me, like the length of the movie. Pat was talking off camera like it was 3 hours. Like it felt, if you looked at your watch, it kind of felt like 3 hours, but to me, it wasn't like I was in there for a minute. I felt like I was in there for a minute, but it was like a okay minute. And I loved Riddler. I just like everybody in the movie. I thought they did a great job, bro. Like a really great job. Like that's a Batman's movie. That's a Batman's movie.
You disrespecting the fuck out of all the Batmans you ever seen in your fucking life. The
Hey,
fuck.
Pap, nah, Pap. You said that shit was a 3 out of 10 earlier, bro. You
I'm
got
crazy.
wow,
Crazy.
bro.
I'm not
3 out of
It was-
10.
I'm gonna stand on that shit. I say, I'm
Don't stand on that shit, bro.
It was very-
Don't stand on that shit,
It
bro.
was a very
3 out of
creative
10?
way how they bought the like I thought when they called the Riddler that was it, and I was like, oh, and they came up with some more stuff. Like, okay, this is like I'm not gonna say he up there with Joker, but I'm like his Riddler is like right there in terms of
his
like
Riddler was a fucking dweeb. He was
That's
a
okay, though.
dweeb. He was
The
a
Riddler is a
incel.
dweeb,
He
though.
was
He is
an
a dweeb. Like, yeah, thank you, cool. He's dirty.
incel.
He's dirty a dweeb.
Dweeb ass incel. I could have beat the Riddler. You could have even probably beat Batman, his punk ass.
The Riddler was
outta
too
here.
far ahead, bro. This movie is tough as shit, bro. And I'm
Tough,
mad
bro.
that you don't
Tell
like
me
it.
why it's tough.
Why? Well, no. Tell me why you don't like
No,
it
Troy
first.
has the link.
Why don't you like it?
Bro, I want I'm still going. Go. I'm gonna keep talking.
I'm done.
This is crazy.
I love the movie, man.
That's
This movie is amazing.
I love
That's
the
good.
movie. That's the type of movie that I like.
Literally,
And that's crazy.
man,
That's crazy. I thought you would like it because of the score, bro. We got the score thing, man. Yeah, like you get like the
score
score.
was some shit. I was like,
Man,
IMAX, you can even hear a punch. You can even. I'm
That's
like, what is he
crazy.
punching? Is he
Oh,
punching?
man.
Come on, bro.
So you mad at
It's-
the punches,
This is
bro?
funny. This
Hey,
is so
God,
crazy,
this fucking
man.
motherfucker. Y'all haven't gave me no points. You just like, yeah, bro. It was
No.
just,
This joint is amazing because they touch on the
No, get
detective
Cooper here.
Batman, bro.
No, wait, no. I'm gonna be fair. Tone, are you
Huh?
finished your review?
Yeah. Yeah, because I get my score at the end. But I definitely definitely look like Coos was about to say, the detective part, like the inside of Batman, not the superhero shit, but the shit that you see him mentally, deal with and stuff. And last point.
He barely talked the whole movie. What are you talking about?
He
He
did.
cried the whole movie.
He got to talk.
Batman. And Eddie
He gotta
I thought he was
talk.
gonna kill himself. I'm like, bro, I don't even want him to push him too hard because he might kill himself.
I thought they could have did better with
Twilight
damn,
did
I
it.
forgot his name. The dude that played Alfred. I just forgot his name. It was on my
Andy
Andy
Serkis.
Serkis. Andy Serkis.
Circus. Yeah, they could have did more with him. I expected more out of him. And
No Batman without Alfred.
damn, I had one more point, bro, and I cannot remember what the point was. Oh, the dude that played Gordon. Yeah.
The Watcher. That's the guy. That's the Watcher.
Yeah, I fuck with him. Yeah. I can't remember his name though, so sorry, but yeah, that
He
was
was definitely cool.
Yeah. Oh, let you out. Hold up. Every 30 minutes? What?
My boy.
3 hours.
His name was Jeffrey Wright, though.
Jeffrey Wright, yeah,
Right.
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah, man.
So I feel like I'm about to defend the Batman, bro. This movie was good. It could have been condensed for sure. Like that, it didn't need all that time. It could have had some parts. condensed. But it's the detective Batman that we don't see in the other films. Like detective to the point where they even this is spoiler like type shit, right?
Oh no, I'm spoiling the title, so yeah, you can just go.
All right, but just like how it opens up and like shows the perspective of the Riddler and Batman almost being identical. Like that shit is tough because
Explain that for me. Explain how they explain.
They both looked at each other like, well, the Riddler looked at himself like a vigilante, just like Batman. Like I'm doing this for the greater good. Like the Riddler was really, I don't want to say an anti-hero, but he was exposing.
It was similar to the Joker, right?
He was exposing the flaws of the police system, like the whole judicial, like that shit was terrible. Like, so he just exposing how they still in it with the mob, and he thought he was doing a good thing. However, you know, it just wasn't. But you don't really see the detective Batman in other films. You see it, and more so like, oh yeah, he's at the computer, he's researching some shit, but like not pulling up to the club, to the crime scene, like really.
So Christian Bale didn't go to any of the spots to go interrogate people.
He did interrogate people.
So he did.
This wasn't about interrogation. Though.
He did detective work then.
That's not all detective work though.
That is all detective work.
No, it's not. It's not just. It's not
he
just.
Went to a club literally like him. Did the same thing when he interrogated Falcone. He did the same thing.
Yeah, he did do that in Batman Begins. I'm not denying
and
that.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Yeah. He did.
He's been a detective, bro.
But what's the point you trying to make? Like we never got it on this level though.
You
like
he was a detective. You said
no, but that was the story.
You talking about
the whole story was him being a detective, and him trying to learn this shit.
Matter, like I said, but he's been a detective before, so you seen that.
It's better.
But you gotta see it in different ways. Like
I said, I can respect that. You say it's better.
Yeah, I feel like it's better because they were focused more so on the detective and him growing. Like even you say he wasn't speaking a lot, but it wasn't about him, you know, speaking. Like
it wasn't about the Batman.
It was about the Batman. It wasn't about Bruce Wayne. It was about him being the Batman so much that he wasn't a human. Like I do believe there's going to be a trilogy, so this is him growing as Bruce Wayne and shit like that. Like he is probably gonna get into like philanthropy and shit like that within the next two, you know, movies, because he sees that he can be the quote unquote beacon of hope and all of that. But
that's a nice little shot. Speaking of that, when he was in the water.
Yeah, bro.
That shit was fire. The Dark Knight, like leading with the light though. Like
that shit was fire, bro.
Little symbolism there. That was.
And
cool.
it had great scenes, like great cinematography. Like the fight scenes, I liked it. You said it. Lex said it was 4 main characters.
Fuck out of here, y'all niggas. Not even about the Batman. It's about Catwoman.
It wasn't about the Batman.
It's about the Riddler. It's about.
I mean, no.
It did double as a Catwoman origin story though. That's literally what they said.
Yeah, it's
it
for sure.
So it wasn't the Batman. It was the characters. It was
that's
Batman.
fine, but how cool that, you know, it wasn't really supposedly focused on Bruce Wayne. It actually was, and I didn't really get much of the Batman out of the movie, like how I expected.
I thought it was gonna be more Batman. That's not like the Batman. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Though, wasn't he? He was in the suit. I saw him in the suit a lot when
he was mainly in the suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mainly in the suit. That's what I was
in the suit doing what though?
He was
detective shit is Batman.
So really, listen. He literally was always tagging along with somebody. If Batman rolls alone, that's what he does. That is a Batman's.
This early on though. This not later on to where he get like that. He probably will be like that, especially after this shit happened with
They
Alfred.
never said that tone. We don't know what year.
No, they do say that because that's what he said in the beginning when
they gave you dates.
When he was talking about his log.
Yeah,
like in the very beginning of the film.
So this is origin Batman. This is the Batman.
This whole thing is pretty much saying this origin story because they talk about his parents without actually showing what happened to his father. So it's just like
that's actually cool. I just realized that they didn't show them down on screen.
Yeah,
just like Spider-Man, bro. Just like Spider-Man, they didn't show nigga.
But they always show Martin and Tom. They always show them down on screen. So this was a nice change. That cool. Thank you. So, see, I can piggyback off.
The dream was tough. It was too long though.
Like tough. It wasn't tough.
It was too long, bro. The Riddler was tough because they made him really sadistic and like the Zodiac.
He was the only villain. He was the only villain. He was the first villain in a long time. I'll give them that. He was a villain for sure.
That's a bad thing.
Villain, but he actually did what he set out to do. He actually did it. You know
yeah, he won. He technically won.
I will give them that. He did a good job at finishing his villain stuff, but dweeb, man. If I could, man.
You say he a dweeb.
That ain't it.
But the Riddler is a dweeb though, bro. Like he's a loser ass nigga.
Jim Riddler. Hi, and Jim Curry was a clown on his, and he still was better than that joint.
Nah, this ain't better, bro.
This is more realistic, bro.
Yeah, this way realistic. That Riddler was not real, bro. Yeah. This one you could really see a nigga doing this shit.
I wouldn't call it way realistic because I also saw it in IMAX and it was actually whack with like the action and stuff. Is like you said, like the punches and stuff. Like why y'all? I don't know. It's like the sound made it so However, but when you're looking at it, it's like, bye, y'all didn't even do nothing.
Like, where'd you go see it at?
First nigga, I did not feel that shit, bro. When he was hitting the Joker, you can actually feel the punches. Like, damn, he really beating the shit out of the Joker. Like, he really punching him. This time, I'm like, bro, everybody in their mama basically was up on Batman. I never seen the disrespect like that, but like y'all said, it was year one, I guess.
Year two, bro. He early on, son. He don't really know too much, bro. He trying to figure out everything. Because you even see, like, Gordon not even the commissioner yet, bro. Like,
but when Pat say something about the punches, I mean, in the theater, I can see what he's saying because now because it's starting to the more I talk about it, the more it replays in my head. Because more start to replay in my head, and I see what Pat's saying because I'm starting to think like, damn, I didn't feel like he was an impact. Yeah, I'm just starting to feel like, okay, maybe there was no impact. I'm starting to like recall, but that don't mean the movie is bad. That don't mean the movie's bad.
The movie wasn't bad at all.
Look, like I told Coons, I told Tone this. I actually went into it with no expectations. I actually muted the word on Twitter. I didn't know no spoilers. I ain't know nothing. So when I actually got to the theater, I was like, damn. I really don't know nothing about this joint. Like, I'm actually like going in here clueless. And I'm sitting there, I'm talking about, I just kept looking at my phone. I'm just looking at my phone. Dog, come on, dog.
So what did you want from it, bro?
To be a Batman movie. I've been getting consecutive Batman movies. And then they can
what does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm talking about even from the pow, kaboom, punch Batman action. Okay. Batman is something that you like, man, this is some cool ass shit. When I saw the Dark Knight in IMAX in 2000, whatever the fuck it was, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. I literally was on a date. I was there for the date completely. I was like, Batman was just a side thing. We all ended up focusing, looking at that movie. I've never felt like that watching the movie with the chills that it gave you. I can literally watch it right now and watch the scene when that scene when and not even compare movies, you know what I'm saying? But the scene when he was driving and they were trying to get Harvey Dent out of the armored car and Joker was chasing them. That scene was real, bro. Like that was some bro. It was no music for real in that joint. It was just straight up rocket launchers, highway. You know what I'm saying? When he came out of the Batmobile and it was a motorcycle, I was like, dog. I remember being in the theater like, dog. He just turned that. It was a motorcycle this whole time. I'm not saying everything like y'all said year one, but they made this Batman seem like he was a damn caveman, bro. He was living.
He is though, bro.
I think Pat was looking for. I think he's looking for like a little bit more like.
And looking for a more refined Batman.
Yeah, he's looking for like yeah. It's just I think what he actually expected for the movie to be. That he was let down because it wasn't like similar to.
It wouldn't even show his body, and I'm not saying I want to look at a guy's body, but nigga, we even saw Shang-Chi with no shirt on.
You saw him with no shirt on when he was pushing the table. He was.
Bruh, all they showed was his back. It was like 2 seconds. If you go look it up, he didn't want to work out. They had to force him to work out for this movie, and you can see why, bruh. But I don't.
They made the Batman more of a character than Bruce Wayne, bro. That's really why I fuck
beat
with
the shit out of Batman in the alley. I really feel like we could have beat Robert Pattinson in the alley. But I'm him in the street. But
he ain't losing nobody though. Nobody beat his ass the whole film,
bro. The whole joint, bro. Batman was when he said the thing about but you know what I said though? I said the last. I said, you know what? I'm really just gonna go with the fact, and now y'all confirmed it that. It was not an origin story. Like it was an origin story. Excuse me. It was an origin story. So it was the very beginning. So like, if I'll give it that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, that's what it was. I get it, but
and Lex has a point. He didn't really have no gas.
Coons, I want you to, finish yours.
Nah, like all I'm saying is like I feel like it was a good movie.
I respected y'all fuck with it, like he's a cool dude. He's a cool character regardless.
Yeah, for me, it just felt like the Dark Knight trilogy. It felt like that was a real world, but this movie felt like this is in our real world. Like I could see this actually,
now.
Going on, bro. Because like I said, even how the Riddler was, like that's how the little QAnon people are, like in the Capitol Rise and shit like that.
Yeah, even that with this rich, I like that he lying about that about these rich white people. I like
what
that.
What did he say?
I think she was like, she was tired of these rich white.
Yeah, I got like looked at white people's heads in theater. They like look.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was like, you go, girl. I was like, yeah, right next to a white person, bro. Like, nah, y'all need to hear this. Everybody, but I kind of resonated with the realest message though, on some real shit though. Like it's
he wasn't wrong, bro.
He's not wrong. That's the great thing. He's right in line with my line of thinking, like how I typically think.
But that's why I really fuck with the film, because this film showed why Bruce Wayne was just like, you know what, I can't be this vengeance nigga, because you see how people take on this persona. It's like, nah. So it's even though like I said, it's not a lot of like dialogue, it's a lot of story being told without words being portrayed. Like it's a good film. Like it's just long as fuck. Like
it reminded me of The Irishman, bro. The Irishman was long as shit, but it, like I said, I like gangster flicks and stuff like that. I'm gonna sit there and watch, and I sit through that, and that movie was actually really, really good.
How did y'all feel about the Batmobile though? Like, that kind of threw me off. I ain't gonna lie, that scene threw me off because it was just like you rev your engine, and then
I thought it would be trash at first, but I warmed up to it once I saw it on screen. So
cobble pie shit.
Hey, Colin Farrell was great. I would have not have known that was Colin Farrell.
Like a wasted. It was like a waste, bro. It was a waste of villains. They wasted.
Who they waste?
Time out.
Every villain that was in that fucking film. They could have did way more with Riddler. They could have did way more with.
What you mean? Riddler was out here killing niggas, bro. He set the whole city on a flood and was about to have a fucking fire range.
Hey, Reve, did you see the movie? Reve, did you see it? Wait, is she back? Is she back? Is she not back?
Okay. Torian said he in this joint too.
Yeah, Torian here too.
All right, that's a bet. Hold on.
I just want to know, like, what you feel like the Riddler had to do, bro. The Riddler did a lot, bro.
Didn't do anything but leave.
What you mean?
He left no cards and Kirschman's cards for Batman.
All right, son.
But
he was killing everybody. He blew up Alfred. He killed the mayor. He killed the DA. Like he shot at the new mayor. Like, come on, man. Like
he took it to like a champ. Like
he did a lot.
I like the movie. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, if I can just give, I'm gonna just give my score. The movie for me was a 9. I thought it was good. Like
I just can't give it a 9 because like, that shit is entirely too long. Bro.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 10, but it's just that's why I gave it a 9.
And it's a 4-hour director cut too. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually want to see the director's cut. I'm with that. I'm with that big cycle stuff. But Vay, what about your opinion on the movie?
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
So, for one, I agree with everybody. The time frame of the movie was ridiculous. I feel like it was totally dragged out. Certain things about it was just like, okay, this could have already happened by now. Like, that really did irk me. And I was definitely checking my phone. I agree with, I didn't want to lose the comment, but I agree with Lex about saying, he didn't have his gadgets and stuff. Because me, coming into it, like I never saw none of the Batman movies, so we already talked about this.
What?
This your first
we
one?
already talked about this.
Hold up. Time out. I'm sorry. Time out, Reve. Hold up. Are you sure?
No time out.
Are you sure? I swear you seen one. I know you seen. Oh yeah, because we told you to watch the scene. Yep, you're right. Okay, you got it. You got it.
I played a Batman game.
But okay, because this is like the game. This is literally like Arkham Asylum. This is literally what
understood. So listen,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. But go ahead.
Okay, so the time of the movie. All right. what Kuntz was saying about, the outlook of the Riddler and
there we go.
Batman both. I agree 100%. Seeing it in IMAX, as I said, whack. Like, it wasn't what I expected.
Right. The sound, REVEE, the sound sounds.
Yes,
whack.
the sound. Exactly, the sound whack. Because honestly, all right, so when I came into the movie, everything cool. The intro was lit. I'm like, okay, here you go, Batman. Like, I'm pressed because, like I said, I've never seen no Batman movie. But then, after he had his little intro or whatever, everything seemed to have went downhill until like the big action parts. I'm not gonna lie, like it was an okay movie. It's like, I don't know.
Can I ask you a question though? Did you watch any of the trailers?
No.
Okay.
Oh, he just went in blind.
I literally came. Yes, exactly.
Somebody to show the movie, y'all.
I came in here with nothing. Like I came in there with nothing. So the Riddler, whack.
She said,
whack.
Baby
Super whack.
Catwoman. No, okay. So I did see Catwoman, like the old Catwoman movie. So one thing I will say is that she definitely played. Yes, she definitely played that part. Like literally, I will go see her. Like, yeah, she did a great, wonderful job. Like literally, just the whole.
Should have had her own shit.
I'm dead. It was very amusing at times. I felt I was definitely laughing a lot. However, definitely was checking my phone as well to see what time it was. I'm like, bruh, what else is about to happen? It was very. The riddles. What else? I don't know. If some things was funny in the movie,
there was a lot of dark humor. That thumb drive,
dark humor.
That thumb drive shit. It was just like that's funny.
The thumb drive was hilarious.
I did flicker at that. Okay.
The whole story, I guess, that they were trying to, portray or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna say that they had it on key, but the story was cool for me. Just seeing anything about Batman now, you feel me? So, my rating is up and down. Honestly, Batman did not live up to my expectations because, for one, isn't that the dude that played on Twilight?
Exactly, his bitch ass.
Exactly.
I know. Then when he started talking, I thought he sound like that.
Son, don't do Robert Pattinson like that, bro. That nigga can act his ass off, bro. That nigga can act his ass off.
OG, listen right here. Oh, who he can still sound like Edward?
No, listen. But the good thing about that is, I expected that of him. It's just that I don't feel like he lived up to the Batman character as I thought that he could. Like, I know Twilight was a little bit cheesy, but I still liked his character in Twilight. So I'm like expecting so much because I'm like, oh, isn't that the dude? Like when you be hype over certain people, and he did not live up to him. Head looked big as I don't know what. But like, I just wasn't.
Jaws bony and shit. I'm like, is this the culture? What the fuck?
Yo, his head was big as a mug. I'm like, this is not cute. But yeah, despite the little minor things, really like the actors and actresses, I didn't feel like none of them lived up to their stuff except for Catwoman and the little penguin dude, I guess. But yeah, it wasn't all that. Honestly, it wasn't all that. Like at first I had came out of it giving it a good rating. Then after a while, I was like, you know what? Nah. It really wasn't that good. I give it a 6 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't give it a 3, but I'm just saying.
That's respectable.
I give it a 6.
Gang.
That's good shit. That's respectable.
Yeah, you feel me? I don't know. As I said, I don't know.
I'll just leave it right here because
I didn't see none of the other movies, but I feel like after I saw this movie, if I go in and see the other movies, they're probably going to be better.
Watch Dark Knight, you're gonna be like, man, why did I just waste money on IMAX?
It's two different type of films, though.
Oh my god!
That, bro.
Now, look, they don't want you.
It is two different type of films, bro.
If you go see the Dark Knight and then go and think about this movie, you're gonna be like, I really just wasted time last week. You for sure. I could have waited time for those things, but
you're gonna enjoy both.
The first 20-30 minutes of the movie was great. After that, I can't tell you.
You just gotta watch it again.
I want to live for Gotham.
Torian, come on, bro. I know you ain't about to shit on this junk.
My only critique was the
right quick. I forgot that I did also agree with Kuntz on the setting. Like the setting, it did make it feel like real world, like with us, like type thing. So yeah. All right, that's it.
So
my only critique of the movie is the same one that everybody else had, and that was that we felt it was too long and there was a lot of dead space there. And I did say the same thing. Like, I felt like some of it could have been taken out. I don't know. Like, maybe that's just a final thing that they decided to. I didn't know that there was a 4-hour cut of the movie, but sheesh. But yeah, but that was really my only critique of the movie. But for me, I have to agree with Kuntz, and I was going to call Tone Vengeance because I saw the name in the thing. It's Tone because I really actually enjoyed this movie. The thing is, I didn't go into the movie with high expectations either. I went in as a casual Batman fan who had watched all the other movies before it. And the thing is, when it comes to the Batman movies, the movies of the 90s are different from the Nolan films. The Nolan films are different from this one, or even the ones where he's in the Snyder cut, or Justice League and everything. Batman, so they're all different versions of this one character. But I like that they did a year 2 Batman because we never really got an origin Batman movie, like, or somewhere he's starting off early on. And I like paying attention to the little nuances, like when in the beginning of the movie, after he fought off those guys with the paint on their face, when he went back to the Batcave, he wrote in his diary, like, what did I do this night? Who did I fight off? And he kept a diary of that. And then when he closed it, it said Gotham City Project Year 2. That was the giveaway that this was year 2.
I forgot about that. It was year 2. I already knew.
So like, and the thing is, I pay attention to little stuff like that. The thing is, we didn't get all of that in the other Batman. We didn't get all of that in the other Batman movies because he was already fleshed out. We already knew him. Another nuance we had was when he first walked into the apartment or maybe a loft where the mayor was killed by the Riddler. When he walked in there with then Lieutenant Gordon, because he's not commissioner yet, and all of the other cops are looking at him with the stank face, like, what are you doing here? Remember, a fleshed out Batman, a well-established one, they don't mind him walking in there. But when he walks in now, they don't know who he is because at that point, they think this is just a guy dressed up like playing cosplay and just going around just fighting, doing whatever he wants to do. So I like that little stuff too, that shows that, you know, he's still getting his like feet wet in Gotham City as this person who's fighting crime. They don't know how to feel about him just yet. They even do something in there about Selena Kyle that I did not know until someone told me, and that was her being Carmine Falcone's daughter, which is actually in the comics. She is of Italian descent, and that is her dad, like in the comics. But they never talked about that because when it comes to Catwoman, they never dove into her backstory as far as her family life and her being raised and everything like that. So I thought that was interesting that they put that in there. As far as the Riddler goes, I love this take on this darker version of the Riddler. Y'all can't tell me that when he first popped up on the screen in that dark shadow, y'all didn't jump, because I jumped a little bit. He was right
but the unmasked
He looked like
I'm thinking he about to be way harder and way cooler than that. Like, nah, bro.
He looked like one of the people that get tied up and like getting tied up. What is it called?
What? I know.
Yes, he looked like he literally
like bondage.
Yes, he looked like he was a woman bondage him. That's what he looked like. Like literally, he looked like a thumb. Like literally a thumb wrapped tape around his head. What is
but not only that before he did it, he knocked them out with that that tool or whatever that was. And then taped his body up and then wrote on there "No More Lies." But I see what he was doing because he was saying like everybody there is corrupt, just like in the scene where they went to the Iceberg Lounge, which is perfect because the Penguin owns the Iceberg Lounge. That's his lounge, and he gave Selena those contacts, and when she was looking, it put the person's name, where they worked, and showed all of them was corrupt. Like it was really no one. Like, if you want to be honest, the Riddler and Penguin and Carmine Falcone were not the only villains. Those corrupt cops and the DA and all of them were corrupt. They were all villains. It's just that, you know, they were little side villains that just had to be taken out. But one thing that I really did like was the confrontation between him and the Riddler when they finally got him in Arkham. That I told people I cannot listen. I said I cannot listen to I cannot listen to Ave Maria quite the same again, because that's supposed to be like a holy song. But the way he was singing it and the way that he was singing it and the way he looked, I said he looked like a typical. I said he looked like a typical school shooter. Like when you look at him, he looks
Yeah,
like
facts.
Dahmer.
I
He looked
agree.
like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like he looked like, you know, with them glasses on and everything like that. So he looked like Jeffrey Dahmer. But I like that they gave this take on a character that we know is like, when we think of Riddler, we think he's like real funny, comedic, you know, Jim Carrey, how he did back, you know, with Batman Forever back in the day, even the animated series back then as well. But I like that they gave a darker tone to this character while still kind of holding true to his message, and, you know, him leaving the riddles. I thought that was dope, that he left cryptic messages that you really had to try to solve, like that one in the rat cage. That was very interesting. Like you had to like he even had Batman thinking that he figured out the riddle, and even he had to go back and like realize, nah, that wasn't it. Whole time Riddler was right under their noses. He was like literally across the street, like right across the street, and he had no idea he led Carmine Falcone to his death. He said, "You literally led him to his death, just like I told you in the card." And he was like, "Wait, what? I did?" Like it's little things, like that. Also, it was something else I was gonna say. I like that scene at the end when he blew up the trucks and all the water came rushing in. Like I like, you know, I like that scene right there. You know, him having to like fight against the other characters that pretty much the Riddler had a cult following. He was so happy to have them 500 followers. He said that's all I needed. He's like, I didn't need hundreds of thousands. I only needed a few hundred, and that's pretty much what he got. So when you take like all of that, and I like that the story really, for me, pushed the movie, if nothing else really did. I really like the direction that they took with this. It was a different take on a Batman that was not fully fleshed out, because we've always gotten that. We got a Batman that had to struggle in order to get the mission accomplished. Look when he jumped, the funniest part to me was when he had to punch Commissioner Gordon to get out of the police department. How hard he was running, because it's almost like he was running like he had concrete in his boots. And
that's when he used the wingsuit, though, right?
That's when he used the wingsuit. But notice when he used the wingsuit, right before he jumped, he hesitated. Fleshed out Batman would have been like, it would have been nothing for him to just jump off like it was nothing. But he hesitated.
Was just to make the movie stressful, because that part stressed me out.
When he jumped off, and when he jumped off and he made that bad landing because he hit his head or his body on that little bridge because he didn't go low enough. Literally had him
damn.
I said he literally had little bats flying around his head, like he was seeing stars. He saw all the little Lucky Charms when he did that, and he had to like struggle a little bit. So I did like the fact that he had to struggle. It was almost like the hero's journey. How did you get to this point now where you're almost, I'm not gonna say flawless, but almost flawless? Like,
but
what did you have to go through? Would you not
agree that was in the last half of the movie, and it's like most of the movie was like boring?
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, like the following little stuff that y'all talking about.
This is a 3-hour movie. I only said like 4 things.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
like, bro, this movie was boring as fuck.
You're not about to lie. Like at the end, like literally, that all happened in the last half of the movie. Like,
the ending scene is them riding all bikes, looking in the mirror together, bro. What is wrong with y'all?
I'm crying. Bro? That was funny.
I do agree. It could have got condensed, bro.
That reminded me of Fast and the Furious.
That woman just did they just rolled off. Is this
that reminded me of Fast and the Furious when they drove off the Rock and was it the Rock? I don't know. Vin Diesel, one of them. They drove off the opposite.
I was like, what is this? All right, but
okay. Well, my question is this: if y'all don't like this, if y'all don't like an origin story with any superhero, then y'all y'all are not going to like the origin story of any superhero, because they don't play off the
superhero. I've seen Captain America's origin story. We've seen that. I've like all 3 of those movies.
Captain America is not born, but this is born.
The first Captain America
is not born.
The first Captain America is born, bro. Yeah.
Respect.
How much like the first 15?
And you got to think Captain America had an advantage because he got a super soldier serum.
Was the third one born?
No. So give this movie that chance, though. Give this movie that chance.
Oh, are we supposed to treat this like the first Batman movie?
Because
that's even worse than, right? Because y'all like the older movies better, right?
I know a lot of people who said Batman Begins wasn't it in the first drop. But that's revisionist history.
I
know a lot of people who said that was not good when it first came out.
Batman Begins grew on me. I don't think I like it that much.
How would you rate Batman?
I don't really care for Batman Begins that much. Now, when The Dark Knight came out, I did like The Dark Knight.
Story as well.
And a lot of people, let's be real here, a lot of people really went to see The Dark Knight because they wanted to see Heath Ledger as the Joker.
I had no idea who that was.
Completely honest here.
Yeah, I agree with Pat. I had no idea who he was either.
I had no idea who that was. When I literally saw him, I literally saw him in like probably 8th grade in A Knight's Tale. My teacher put that on. I was like, and then when he died, I looked him up. I was like, oh, that was him, bruh. Man, I'm gonna just get right to the nitty gritty, man. Fuck all that shit y'all talking about, but I'm gonna start with the good. The good thing I would say, one thing I agree with Kuntz, was how it was shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, however the camera angles was with this was like, it was different. Like, I never seen no movies like, you know what I'm saying? I never seen a Batman shot like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the colors, it kind of reminded me of like they were trying to go into that like the Joker lane. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like how the Joker was. You know what I'm saying? Like that dark, that grittiness, like really gritty and not like cartoonish kind of gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like really gritty. So I did like that. I did like the fact that Riddler was a real villain. You know what I'm saying? Finally, we're not getting some Shang-Chi situation where he's really not a bad guy. He just loves his son. It's not none of that. It's not like he just wants to help everybody. It's strictly business.
He's not really a bad guy though.
He really has his own motive. Oh no, he's not really a bad guy because he's really a hater. But I'm gonna get to that. Why he's Bruce Wayne's biggest hater. Riddler proved he's Bruce Wayne's biggest hater. Literally. Like, how you gonna hate on a nigga for having a better orphan life? Nigga, we're both orphans. What are you talking about?
A billionaire orphan versus someone who's an actual orphan.
We still don't have parents.
Nah, but that's messed up.
Doesn't replace my parents, bruh. Straight like that. So,
but his experience was different though. He was talking about, bro,
like
a baby died every.
But he was still a kid. But he was still a kid, right?
A kid with millions, like, don't compare to you.
Millions.
30 kids.
He didn't use any of them. Go look at the old Batmans, REVEE. This man literally can walk into the place. He said, hey, let's put these two tables together. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You probably can't do that in this restaurant. Nah, it's good. I own the place. What are you talking about? Come on. Put some more respect on Bruce Wayne's name. I watched the show Gotham. When he was a teenager, they tried to play with him. He literally walked in. They said, y'all can't get in the club. They was all mad as shit. He walked into the club. The nigga that was hating on him, they was like, hey, stopped him at the door. He said, it's cool. Y'all can come in. I just brought the place. You feel me? Bruce was coming out that joint. He like this, walking around.
This is a different Bruce. He got to grow to that, bro.
Talking to him, bro. I let y'all go. Listen,
you right.
Talking to him. He's just like this. Okay. Can you? She's like literally saying, "Can you donate money? Like, can you do more?" He didn't give no yes or no. He didn't say yes or no. He just was like, Bruce Wayne would immediately have said, "I'll have somebody get somebody $1 billion to our charity just to cover it." Just so so people would not know that he has not been around for years. You feel me? I'm not saying I understand Bruce Wayne gonna always hold that sadness in his place, but he was just straight on the edge, and that shit was weird. Oh, we're going right into the bad since y'all going right here. I never heard Bruce Wayne ever say his mouth to Alfred, "I don't care if I die." Alfred looking at him like, "What do you mean? What is wrong with you? You living in an under cave. You not using Alfred." Let's start from the beginning. One, not for the boy. No, the boy. He sounds like Edward on Twilight. He still has that Twilight voice. You can clearly see he did not really play with the voice.
But that's fine. I feel like that's kind of fine because it's like people are, because picture me, a person who actually, likes him as an actor going in, and it's like, okay, you're going to be Batman, but that doesn't mean you're going to change who you are as an actor.
But Batman, he has to change his identity. He has to be somebody else.
I agree. Like I said, he didn't live up to it. He definitely didn't live up to no Batman standard
at all.
He not Batman
He's
yet.
mysterious, but he is mysterious.
He's really
not Batman yet. Like
he wasn't even referred to as Batman. I mean, he wrote it on the card to the Batman, but they never called him Batman.
That's why they
Batman, bro.
They kept
nobody has ever called him Batman.
Riddler literally wrote on the note who's the Batman,
but they never said it out of their mouths.
That was different though. That was different. Okay. He wasn't called.
No one in the city calls him Batman.
He was going by vengeance, and one person was like, "To the Batman."
That's
okay. Boom. He was talking like he was in Twilight. Okay, I feel what y'all saying. I feel what y'all saying on like the I feel what y'all saying on the fact
I never
that
seen Twilight.
get it run. So
I'm crying right now.
look at that shit. No, listen. When you look at that shit, it really was his origin story, which was in my notes later. I said he must be young. I literally have my notes. He must be young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the disrespect, bro. Everywhere this nigga went, it was disrespect. He should have been slapping the shit out of everybody.
Yes.
I don't care, because the confidence of Bruce Wayne always translated to the confidence of Batman. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be a bold motherfucker to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So here, so I'm like, why are they sunning? Cuz like, I understand you just coming in heavy, but bro, chill. I was so happy when he was about to beat everybody in that room. It's like, bro, stop disrespect. Stop touching me. Stop calling me a fool. I'm not about to keep. I'm figuring out all y'all cases. Everybody knows that I'm figuring. Got niggas scared of a shadow, but yet y'all still think I'm a freak. Come on, bro. I can slap y'all, but at the end of the day, you know, Batman still does get his stuff from people saying he's a vigilante. But that's how they are with Spider-Man. You feel what I'm saying? That comes with the mask. Boom. The movie was too damn long. It was like an hour in. I was like, bro, are we there yet? Are we even close? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, it's like, yes. He's like, I'm just talking and going to another location and talking some more. Then we add in 30 seconds of fight scenes. I'm gonna talk some more. He was in the club at least 4 or 5 times to talk. He only pressed power pot one time. The next time, I need to get in here. You're Bruce Wayne, bro. They would have never disrespected Batman like that if he really was the scare of the shadows. You feel me? Information would have been given up. He was really coming in the club dressed as Batman. And everybody like, whatever, bro. No, that is whack as shit. I can say the origin story. And Tone told me that he reads the comics, so that's the comics. But bro, I have a straight movie vision of Batman.
See, I don't count though, because
that's where you
played the game though.
And that's where your flaw kicks
but at least I'm admitting it though. I'm not going to say. That's why I'm admitting that I don't know. I don't. If that's the comic origin, I don't like that shit. I would not read that comic. I don't want. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see
you wouldn't rather read it than have seen it though. Honestly, that's
one of the most sold books right there. That's one of
Batman. Gadget. I didn't pay for Batman to be Inspector Gadget. I literally want him to go.
But that's what cool
at its core, he's literally a detective.
Oh my
God. At its core, he's literally a detective.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Oh, then he said he has no gadgets. That is whack as fuck. His gadgets were whack as fuck. They're literally stupid. No gadgets. What is wrong with you? You telling me you literally living in that cage and doing nothing? What do you do? What do you do outside there?
He is just the Batman.
And they got that motorcycle. If he doesn't get off that motorcycle, bro, that kept blowing me. He was more. He's like, I rode around the city and I looked for more. Bro, we know it's you, Bruce, bro. When he was on that motorcycle, bro, I'm like, that man is never that exposed. So I did not like that man. Like I said, the talking was out of pocket. Alfred and Bruce Wayne are a thing, bro. The way he was disrespecting Alfred, I'm like, bro, Alfred should have smacked the shit out of him. Real talk.
He would have been able to. He's holding a cane. He would have
never took that from them. He ain't never took that from Alfred. The way he was talking to him, I was like, hey, yo, Al. I don't know, bruh. I'm like, hold up, bruh. And
this is a different Alfred though. Alfred taught him how to fight and shit. This ain't the same Alfred.
So you think he was gonna disrespect, bruh? I would never.
See, I think I know what's going on. You are using a complete. This is a whole. Batman movie, and you're trying to link it to the old one.
I'm not linking it to any.
They are not the same.
I'm simply saying who Alfred is as a character. That's his character, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
No, not in the long
run. So there's been no Batman. I'm just saying, fuck this. Let's say Batman just a character. Alfred is not a big part of Batman. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Are you asking?
You're really saying no? You read the comics. Stop. You read the comics.
Alfred is a part of Batman.
He's a big part of Batman.
He's a big part of Batman. Yes, if that
he raised Wayne, bro. He raised him.
And most iterations, yes, but there are other iterations of Alfred. It depends on the iteration.
I'm like,
this might just be the.
This man, he like, you wasn't gonna tell me. I'm like, bro, calm down. I'm hurt. I'm dying. Calm down. I'm making gadgets 24/7. I've never seen Alfred so stressed. He had to get another maid. Alfred had a maid. I'm like, bro, this pressure is getting to Alfred trying to take him around. He had to get another maid. I've never seen Alfred with a maid. I've never seen Alfred with a maid. But I know y'all can say, hey, if anything, you'll say, hey, I was nitpicking, but it was that boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that boring to me. I'm like, bro, when it got to the end, it started to get like, okay, let's see what they're going to do. I'm like, all right, where's this going to go? Then when it got to the little flood scene, I was like, okay, it's getting a little edgy. And then when it got to the part where he just like fell into the water, like with the electric thing, where he just grabbed the electric thing and just fell into the water. And I was just like, this is the dumbest Batman I've ever fucking seen in my life. Then
I thought he was trying to kill himself, to be honest.
I was like, thank you. I was like, please going off Batman. And he got the water. Another thing in that scene, the mayor, that bitch don't listen. That's what happens when bitches don't listen. That man, a black man, he said, excuse my language, REVEE, excuse my language. Because he said, please do not go out there. There are shooters. She said, no, I'm going to help the people. As soon as she got out there, boom, easy.
Were you saying that about Harvey Dent, though?
Who? About Harvey Dent?
Yeah, because he
literally turned into Two-Face. I was watching like, this dude really wants to be a villain.
Well, Harvey Dent was the same. He wasn't listening. He felt like he had to inspire the people, and by doing
you think
that,
the mayor's gonna be a villain? She's gonna be a villain?
Nah, I don't think she's gonna be a villain. I'm just saying, like, you know.
Remember the slogan: "Believe in Harvey Dent." We believe in Harvey Dent.
And he ended up being he ended up being ice. And Batman said, "Put the body on me." He said, "Put the fucking body on me." You know what I'm saying? And tell them to come after me. Fuck you mean? Because he said, I'm gonna keep running and they can keep chasing, but I'm gonna still live in my fucking mansion. Anyway, like I said, all this at the end of the day, Riddler's cause was he was hating. He really mentioned when they was orphans. Like when he said that, I was like, he was a hating ass dweeb. Why you mad that the nuts that I came out of was Thomas? You feel
me? He wasn't really mad. Like, it just added to it because
he's like, you need to know the truth. Why can't you just tell me that? Why can't you tell me?
No. It was because of the Renewal Foundation, whatever the foundation was. It wasn't really helping the people it was supposed to help. And that came through Thomas Wayne. So it was really like, fuck you, Bruce, because you're not even an orphan for real. You're not gang for Batman, real. Right? So fuck you, you're a bitch. Huh?
Did he know he was Batman? Really?
They play on it, but I'm not really sure. I don't think he knew. I think he was just hating on that nigga.
He said Bruce Wayne. He literally said his name.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't really. He figured it out. It's possible.
Wayne.
I think he just said it to see if he would reveal it himself.
No, he figured it out because he wrote it on the wall when Bruce was looking at it.
He talked about him being an orphan. Like, I know he was an orphan.
Because that's why
I was a hater. I'm your biggest hater. Yeah,
that's why he told Gordon that he was a good cop because he thought he had to lock him up and shit. Because he thought he was about to say his name in that video when he had the encryption jump.
The little swirl, the little Riddler swirl was in the coffee thing. Come on, bruh. Really? The lady.
You just hating on little shit, man. You mad at shit.
I watched Shang-Chi this morning for 10 minutes because I told that Shang-Chi was better.
Hey yo,
for real.
Shang-Chi better than this?
Oh yeah, facts.
Okay. I see how you judging stuff. We don't even have to have I see what
I need to know. I need to know how many lines of coke did you do before and after you saw this movie. That's what I need to know.
I'm crying.
Hey, I just wanted.
And you saying
when y'all ratings?
Oh, you know I'm hurt saying that.
Hold on, Pat.
8 o'clock this morning and watch Shang-Chi for the first 10 minutes. I said, damn, how they make this movie better than Batman?
Eternals? I got players.
And the Eternals. The Eternals. And the Eternals.
I got 3 things I want to get to, and then I'm gonna let everybody go. I'll be done. One, speaking of Eternals, real quick. I didn't even pick up the
Eternals was better.
Yes,
but I didn't ever pick it up. 2, where I thought
you're about to make me bring back the watch. We really can live stream and watch this shit live. I want to see y'all faces when y'all watch this bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is nuts, man. I'm done, man.
I wish I thought from the baby.
I would never watch this movie again. 3 out of 10. How they let John Cena? How you let John Cena up you? Robert Pattinson is a terrible Batman. It's just not meant for him. I'm not gonna knock him though, because salute to him for giving it a shot. You feel me? Because that's a tough role, and y'all
I feel like he could grow into it.
Y'all fuck with him, and if y'all give him hope, that's all he needs to be a better Batman, bro. For the second one, that's all.
Like you
like Ben Affleck as Batman?
Ben Affleck, Batman.
Honestly, the Dawn of the versus Batman versus Superman one, I ain't really like. And then like when he was in the Justice League, I was like, damn, I could have used some more Batman.
It's Martha.
And what about Michael Keaton? You like Michael Keaton?
Yeah, his Batman was tough.
Okay.
And the dude, I forgot the guy's name after him. That was the one with the Riddler and when Tommy Lee Jones was
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
He only did one movie, right? Didn't he only do one?
He only did one Batman.
Freeze, man. Come on, man. Like that shit is classic.
See,
that's what I would like to see.
You expecting a different thing
now
from this Batman. That's what
that's
it
what I was
like,
saying. Yeah.
You just expecting a certain type of Batman, and you, even though you didn't have no expectations of the movie. No.
If DC starts off with this shit, Marvel,
it's not a bad movie.
I've never
fuck no. This movie is way different.
Man, Doctor Strange. Just let y'all know I'm gonna be in the theater with.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm gonna put a gray patch right here on the side over my dread and literally have a thing. I am prepared. I am done with DC for the year until the game Gotham Knights come out. And Black Adam.
That's crazy, bro.
I wash my hands.
Black Adam is literally their next movie.
I might have to do that 45-minute window. If Tone has to do the show by himself, I might have to watch from the bleachers. I will watch. I don't even care.
3 out of 10. Torian, what's your rating?
What's your rating?
I gave it a 9.
Okay. Respect, but hated it.
I give it an 8.
And that's fine. And that's I'm gonna stop talking.
Vengeance.
Tony.
Vengeance. Yeah, somebody got somebody. It's a 9 for me, baby.
It's a 6. I'm sorry. I'm in the
6.
middle.
I got a question up for y'all though. Honestly,
I got questions too.
So, let's get a 5 out of 10. If you haven't liked, comment, subscribe to Marvel's Bluntz, and follow everybody on this joint that's on here: REVEE, Torian, Coons, my man Vengeance.
Vengeance. I am Vengeance headed.
I'm gonna putting my name as a movie.
I really love y'all opinion because I really, you know, that's what we doing here. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had their own thing. So, I know that we're gonna do the open forum next week, but are y'all excited for Moon Knight, man?
I am. Yeah. I was actually on another stream before this one, and I was talking about it. And I'm excited for it because I like. You know what else? I know what I did. I downloaded the Marvel Encyclopedia the other day. I put it on my.
Is that free?
No, it's $11.
Oh, I thought so. Yeah, I got the hardcover. I ain't got the latest. You got the 2022 jump. It's like I think they do it every 3 years.
It's a 2022. I got the. I think it's a 2019. I think it's a 2019.
Okay, that sounds about right. They do it.
I don't think really much. I don't think much has come out since 2019. So I mean, it's like if I'm missing 2 or 3 years.
Don't skip to Moon Knight though before me asking my questions because I'm
you
Nah, yeah, go ahead. Give your question. Go ahead.
All right, so I got 3 questions. It's like 4 questions, but one. Does Batman have short-term memory loss, and why? Like, where did this come from?
Short-term memory loss.
No.
I'm saying he writing down everything that happened every day.
He was doing that because all the nights, it started to looking like the same thing.
Has no friends. He has no.
He don't have a life. Like
anything.
He gave away who Bruce Wayne was. That's why even you talking about how Bruce Wayne is, it's just like he don't even know how to be Bruce Wayne, bro. He's been
Bruce
Batman.
Wayne is the disguise.
No swag.
Okay, all right. So when did he become Batman? Like,
I mean, it just say it's been 2 years. It don't really dive.
It's only been 2 years. Yeah.
And
REVEE, can you please just watch?
It's been how many years? When did he become my?
Y'all don't sound like y'all was paying attention for real. Y'all was just half watching for real. That's what it's saying.
Like, I'm trying. No, because
REVEE has it.
Listen. You gotta understand. I don't read comics, and I never seen none of Batman. I'm asking this question because this man want to go straight after he do something to write that shit down. Do you have short-term memory loss?
Nah, he
Like,
just
I
trying to
would-
make sure he remembered everything. Like,
Why?
because
Why
like,
he never-
he just so used to the night, he don't have no
learn.
sense of time for real. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't never see the sun, it's just like, how do you know it's a different day? All this shit feel like the same
No
thing.
sense of
Hey.
time. Okay, that's a good one.
It's
Next
notes.
question.
It's notes.
Ray,
We're not gonna linger on this thing. I really write down notes because that's what I
Ray,
always do
Ray,
every
I
show.
fuck with
Ray.
that.
Yeah.
This is the first time Batman ever wrote a diary in his fucking life. Okay,
That's not true. That's
On
not
screen?
true.
this nigga's
screen?
writing in his
Yeah,
diary.
on screen maybe, but that's
Bro.
not true, bro.
Yeah.
The
A
Batman
diary,
Now you
no,
know
nah,
journals, bro.
narrating the whole movie.
You gotta really look at it. No, we're talking about a movie.
Hey, bro, have you even played the Arkham Asylum games,
Let's
bro?
take all the comments out. Let's talk about what a movie is.
Talk
You
about
played
the games. Talk
Batman.
about the games.
Go watch the other
Trying
Batman
to be in
movie.
the argument. Move to the next question.
That's what I'm saying.
Why was the Joker in prison? Like, where does that fit on the timeline? Like, the Riddler one be at
He
the
was-
end laughing with him.
So his
Where does
scene,
this fit on the timeline?
the Joker scene for this movie, that's the scene that he had. He had two scenes. The scene that showed where he was actually cut, and they just put the scene in.
So
But it was
literally
it was literally the case before, and Batman was supposed to go ask the Joker for advice on how to catch the Riddler, but they didn't. They cut that scene.
So question. Well, no, I'm not even.
Now, the more you know, bam.
But no, I'm trying to figure out like what's the timeline for? Like, how did it?
It's literally like the week before that. The week before the Riddler shit started happening.
All this shit happened in a week too.
Yeah,
From
all this shit
October
happened
31st to
literally a
November.
week.
Oh, we can feel like 3 years, man.
Watching it, like,
and it was all, and fun fact, this whole movie was shot overseas. It was shot over, I think, like in Spain, or so. It was all shot overseas. Nothing was shot over here in the States.
Well, okay, whatever. Batman characters, from reading comics to shows to movies, do y'all feel like the characters was true to, like, I guess their stories, how they are? Like, I already know Pep said, I forgot who it was. You was like, Alfred. You was like, they was playing him. But like, for the rest of the characters, how do y'all feel? Like, do y'all feel they were true to what y'all know, like, over time?
I mean, more or less, it just depends on the iteration of what you reading and what you looking at. It's all literally.
I mean, it all stems from the comics, though, first and foremost. Right?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially,
there's like different branching Batman. Like, there's literally endless Batman.
Okay.
I would definitely say so, especially when it came to like characters like Catwoman, and even the Penguin, because the Penguin has always been an opportunist. Like, he'll always have the one up on somebody in order to get what he wants. He did it in Batman Returns. Well, you didn't see it.
Well, he didn't.
Definitely watch that one. Batman
Returns.
Batman Returns is probably one of the best of the older movies. I will say that. But Catwoman, definitely sure, because she's an anti-hero. She's not a hero. She's not a villain. She's somewhere in between.
She do whatever she want to do for her own purpose. That's how I felt from the movie. But
if she feels she has to help people, or put Batman in particular, she will. But then when she's done with the mission, she's out.
Right. Okay. Those is my questions. I give it a 6 out of 10. I already said my rating.
Questions as well. Shout out to the questions, man. Shout out to knowledge.
Yes, thank you,
man. Honestly, man, it was a great conversation. Like I said, man, we got the open forum next week, man. Shout out to everybody who pulled up today. REVEE, Torrent, Kuntz, Vengeance. I'm gonna say it for a month, but you know, as always, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man, we Marvelous Bluntz, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all spills, man. Go ahead, do y'all thing.
I have a video coming up, and y'all may or may not have heard about this, but I'm gonna talk about it right now, and it does have to do with the Batman. I have a video coming up. I don't know which day, because like I'm kind of backed up with my commentaries about a certain YouTuber who had a problem that there were too many good black characters in the movie, and all the white ones except for Alfred and Batman were the villain.
Bye. Our whole lives, black people was the villains. Bye. Get out of here.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? The fuck, you know how many Batman pieces of clothing, Superman people clothing go platinum in the hood? Them type of shirts and Batman pajamas and hoodies. That shit go crazy in the hood because of black people.
Like, they actually said that, because Jim Gordon, was played by Jeffrey Wright, and Catwoman was played by Zoe Kravitz, and then you had the black woman who played the mayor, and like they were upset. Actually, they were actually upset. They said there were, but the key words here are there were too many good black characters, good black characters, not too many black characters, but too many good.
You talking about me? When they watched the movie, they saw all black people thriving. They was like, something ain't right about this joint.
Like they actually had the time to nitpick. Now I said, now that was a nitpick. I said, now that was a nitpick right there. And like I said, I'm okay. I'm gonna definitely do. It is like I definitely will have my commentary coming up about that. Hopefully sometime this week.
Tap into Torian with that. Coach, give you a spill, man.
You know, I got a song dropping tomorrow. You dream, we work.
Hey,
platforms. So.
Lighters up for that.
Drops. Yeah. Lighters up. New Coons. If you haven't checked out King Richard already, it is a very, very dope record that Coons cooked up, man. Actually, well, now I get to say I actually heard it before it dropped, and I'm so glad he dropped that track because it is a dope track. So, Coons' new track coming tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You dig? REVEE. Hey.
Yeah. Follow me every Martin on all platforms. I will be on my Twitch soon next weekend.
Let's get it.
Just a heads up. I just want to say, like, make sure y'all mental health is in check because that's something that's never really talked about in the Black community. And honestly, it's people that I know that's going through something, and like it's real. It's real. It's serious. So. Just really get your mental health in order. That's literally my spill. That's all y'all need to know.
And that's a real spill. You dig what I'm saying?
Real spill.
PSA.
Vengeance.
Oh yeah, no.
Notice he didn't answer until he said vengeance.
Like he
said Tom, he didn't look when vengeance got said. He looked up.
Yeah, in the show.
Hey, I just want to thank everybody, Torian, coming on. DJ Charge, come on. Shout out to Lex. We gotta get Lex on here, like in person. She always in the comments, but she gotta get on. She gotta come back in person.
Thursday that's a Fendi fact.
Hey y'all,
you gotta have double.
Well, the live stream is Thursday. I know. Kun says everybody in this thing right here actually said they're gonna pull up this Thursday. That's gonna be this Thursday. We're gonna have some good. We got some good questions. Like literally, I got some shit on my open forum stuff, so we definitely can go up. Yeah. And then the week after that, Tone.
Yeah, Moon Knight's coming, so be ready for that. We got 9 episodes. 9.
When does Moon Knight start?
The 30th.
I think it starts on the 30th.
Okay.
And what's so crazy?
Last Wednesday.
Go ahead, Torian.
And what's so crazy is
coming up too.
And what's crazy is right after Moon Knight, it goes right into Doctor Strange.
Yeah, facts.
Like when Moon Knight is done, Doctor Strange comes out right after it. And speaking of vengeance, Tone, are you planning on seeing the Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
That's Pat's thing, but I am gonna go see.
There's a reason why I asked.
Go ahead.
There's a reason why I asked because in the in the trailers they kind of make fun of Batman. They mentioned Batman. He says, "I'm calling myself Blue Justice." The reason why I said that is that if he go see that, he gonna put Blue Justice on the on the bottom of the thing.
I think I am going to see it because actually seeing the trailer for that made me want to see the first one because I didn't see the first one.
Now the first one was tough.
Everybody said the first one was good, so I just haven't.
And it's very rare that a video game adaptation that turns into a movie actually does well. That one actually did really, really good. It's probably one of the most successful ones. And I'm so glad that they got Knuckles in this movie and they got Idris Elba doing the voice.
Yeah,
that shit will be tough. But that's all for me, man. I know, man. I enjoy Batman. Kuz enjoy Batman. Toy enjoy Batman. We all enjoy Batman low key. While Batman will be one of those movies that if you don't like it, it's gonna grow on you the more you watch it, just like the rest.
And that box office proves that most of the people
that's gonna stay on HBO Max.
30 minutes low key.
It's gonna be the first HBO Max movie that has dust on it, and I've never.
Tone, I know your Lakers is doing terrible right now. I know that they are. But speaking of HBO Max, are you gonna be watching that new show?
I am because
It's called. It actually came on tonight. The first episode was tonight.
You talking about the show with Magic Johnson and them?
Yeah,
it's called When
the Lakers Jones. Yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
But I'm not even a fan of the Lakers, but it looks good though.
2 years ago, I literally was on YouTube showing Lex the Lakers like dirty secrets and shit, and I was like, dog, somebody needs to make something out of this. And the fact that they did got me super geeked up. It's like God has heard what I said, but man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that y'all know pulled up the Marvelous Bluntz. Like,
thank you.
Proud of Marvelous Bluntz.
Yeah.
Rocky, you dig what I'm saying? We'll be back this Thursday. We'll be back for Moon Knight. Yeah, subscribe to our Twitch. We was running Apex with Coons. We was getting dog. But we definitely will go running again this week because like they got fucked up and running Warzone with REVEE because I've been getting my practice in. I'm ready for that. Shout out to Torian. His new videos coming out. Follow him on Torian Reloaded on everything. Follow Coons on everything. He dropping tomorrow. I'm dropping a song this Friday. I'm about to upload it off here.
And I saw you with your Joe name, Thorn.
Yeah, you feel? Yeah. So I'm dropping this Friday, so that's gonna be sweet. I'm getting this video together, and yeah, man. Oh yeah, and I'm about to play Resident Evil Biohazard. I'm good. I'm ready. I'm about to and his mom. This actually on my thing to do before my birthday. I'm about to turn 30, so I'm real live.
Live for you.
To the club.
That's something that's really like that game, Resident Evil, them type of games like that really be having me like. Now I want to play them bitches because they should.
Now I know. Now that you told me you about to turn 30, I know exactly what to get you for your birthday. I'm gonna get you a hover round. Them knees about to be getting weak.
But they weak, bro. 26, them things crack. I was like, it's over. All I said. At 26, I was at work one day. I was like, nah, that's it. It's getting close. But man, shout out to everybody showing us love all the time, man. Like, comment, Marvelous Bluntz, man. Subscribe, man. We'll be back this Thursday, man. Yeah.